Close your eyes. And so we bring our awareness into our bodies. If you're driving, just keep looking forward, listen to the words, okay? We become aware of our scalp and we say, "It is well." We become aware of our forehead, relaxing the brow, and we say, "It is well." We place our mind, our attention on our eyelids, and we say, "It is well." We place our attention on our ears, and we say, "It is well." We place our attention at the base of our neck, the place where your skull meets your neck, and we say, "That is well." We place our minds, even our hands on our hearts, and we say, "It is well." We place our minds and our hearts on our abdominal area, and we say, "It is well." We place our minds on our spine, and we say, "It is well." We place our minds on our thighs and hips, and we say, "It is well." We place our minds on our feet, our ankles, our wrists, our shoulders, and we say, "It is well." On your next inhale, you deep breathe in through the nostrils as you get taller. Wherever you are, get taller, spine straighter. And exhale, release. We inhale again, get taller. Exhale, release through the mouth. Inhale again through the nostrils. Hold at the top. Exhale through the mouth. And we say, "I am well." I'd love for you to place your hands on your heart center if you can. If not, just listen to the words as you begin to circle the neck, releasing any energies that are pent up and what's called the cervical spine, which is the back of the neck, and reverse. And we come back to center. Drop your chin to chest. Shake your head no. And hold center. Inhale back to your neutral spine. So it's important for you to remember, we seal the palms here, thumbs touch the chest. It's important for you to remember. It's important for you to understand that you are everything that you need. A lot of people say that, "I'm all that I got," but they say that in bitterness, as if you're not enough even to you. But I assure you that everything you need is within you. And when I say everything you need is within you, we know that everything begins with a thought. And that's everything you need in this moment. Everything you need in this moment is in you. The energies are in you. The ability to have the experience is in you. And from what is in you, we create what is outside of you. And that's what we mean when we say everything you need is in you. As we bow to this idea, I lead you into something similar to what is called the serenity prayer. Serenity is an energy of peace, inner wellness, inner resolve, groundedness. And the thought is simply this: there are plenty of things in this world that we cannot control. There are things going on in our lives that we cannot control. As opposed to resisting this idea and trying to control them, in this moment we bow our heads to them And we say to our inner self, help us to see what we don't already see. And we lift our head back to a neutral spine again. And just as there are plenty of things in our lives that we cannot control, there's plenty that we can. Our energy is one of them. Our thoughts is one of them. The way we move our bodies, the way we perceive things. Let's bring our hands back sealed, thumbs touch the chest, and we bow the head to the things that we can control. We say to our inner selves, help us to see what we don't see already. As we inhale, we come back to a neutral spine. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils and exhale. You can release your hands wherever you want them to be. And so this morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, however you are feeling, that prayer can take us all throughout the day. Just continue to repeat it to yourself. I accept that there are things in my life and in this world that I cannot change. And I flow with that idea. That all things work together for my good. That everything is as it should be, even when I don't like it. And so I speak to my eyes and I say, help me to see what I don't see already. And there are plenty of things that I do control. I inhale deeply my empowerment to create, to become, to change, to accept, to release. And to that, we say, Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. All right. So in this beautiful moment, I'm just going to offer a suggestion for energy, what we should or can, not what we should, but what we can work on this day. If you're new here, welcome. And I see a lot of my old people here as well. I appreciate you. All right. So we have the energy of illusion. And I'd like to talk about that really quick, and then I'm getting out of here. Are y'all good? Did you do the meditation? That's the question. Very nice. So let's talk about illusion. Ain't never broken. In Indian culture, illusion is called the Maya. The Maya is basically the matrix, is everything around us that we see, and it's everything that we think about what we see, right? And so that Maya is like our projections, the meaning that we place upon things that happen, the meaning that we place on what people say, the meaning that we place on anything at all. A lot of times the meaning that we place on it is not the real meaning. It's an illusion. It's what you thought it to be with limited information a lot of times. And this is where inner healing comes in. Inner healing is, if we want to put it in this frame of reference, inner healing is the release of illusion. Because illusion keeps us stuck. Because illusion doesn't allow us to move forward because we're not in reality. Let me give you some illusions. Hey, 30. Let me give you some illusions before we go that you may need to reconsider. In fact, let me use a little bit of stronger language. It's not that you may need to reconsider, you need to reconsider. Okay? Number one, the illusion of failure. Failure is an illusion. You did not fail. It did not fail. It worked out as it was supposed to, even though you didn't like it, even though that wasn't what you intended. There was some greater process going on than what you could see or what you could hope for. And so there's no such thing as failure. The reason you feel that you failed is because you believe in failure. But I am telling you that failure is an illusion. You did not fail. But I'm agreeing with you that the thing didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. I'm agreeing with you that the outcome was not what you intended. But the meaning is not that you failed. You see, the way we attribute meaning is part of the illusion. And so we release the illusion of failure today. Okay? Yeah. It didn't go the way you planned. You wouldn't have chosen it to be that way. In this reality that we live in, that's why I started with the serenity prayer. It's a very humble experience to realize that there's plenty of things that we do not control in this reality. It's a humbling experience. The task is to evolve into mindsets and perspectives that cause you to grow. It's right on time, Ashe. I invite you to release the illusion of failure. I'm telling you, it's not real. Even though you've believed it for many years, even though you started in school believing about failing, even though somebody could have done better or you could have done better, that's not the same as failure. The illusions are the untrue meanings we place on scenarios in our lives. And I'm telling you that failure is one of them. On this card, this person is lifting the veil. Lifting the veil, waking up. You see, it's a small opening. Today, I'm presenting a small opening to you. I'm lifting the veil, if you will, just a little bit so that you can see that this universe really is not about your comfort, and the happenings of it is not, they're not only for your benefit, it's for the benefit of the entire collective. And that is why some things are not going to go the way that you desire. We're part of many other people's manifestations and the manifestation of the mind that is all. Okay? That's why we pray that serenity prayer. Help us accept the things that we cannot control, because what we don't want to do is move in opposition of universal principles. That is what would create suffering. And the ancient yogis, they believed this, that all suffering that humans experience is the result of a suffering mind. Okay? We bring the suffering into our experience through the illusions. It did not fail. You did not fail. Breathe that in deeply. And so we say, now that this has happened in a way that I didn't desire, what do I need to see that I don't already see? What do I need to know that I don't already know? What are my next steps? How can I bring this energy into my awareness in such a way that I feel empowered? Ask these questions. Asking questions will tap you into streams of thought That's how the answers come. Questions are energetic ways of opening portals of energy so that we can tap into the streams, okay? You want an empowerment stream, then open up to empowerment. Because the illusion of failure is not going to empower you. The illusion of failure will bring upon you regret, sorrow, frustration, anxiety, and none of that can change what happened, and none of that can increase your empowerment or ability to create. Ashe? So you can continue to hold on to the illusion of failure, but it's not serving you at all. You can admit it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, and you can open up to what are my next steps? What else is there for me? How do I shift in here? What did I need to learn? How can I bring myself into the next iteration of this journey? Ashe, releasing the illusion. Another illusion that we live by is that love hurts. That's an illusion. I'm lifting the veil for you so you can wake up and stop repeating these things that you have heard your whole life. I'm lifting the veil and giving you a true meaning so that you can come out of suffering. Love does not hurt. Love does not lead you to do hurtful things. Love is God. Love is expansive. Love is evolving. Love is inspiring. Love is life force. Love is who you are. Connections with people can cause you to co-create hurtful situations. Yes. But we need connections also. So do you close yourself off to love? No, because love doesn't hurt. You need love. Love is who you are. How can you close to who you are? That's an illusion. Should you close to connections with other people? No, because you need connections with other people. We live in a collective reality. But what should you leave behind? That's the question. Coming out of illusion. How about you leave behind unconscious ways of behaving by doing your shadow work and getting to know yourself on a deeper level? How about you leave that behind? How about you leave behind the ways that you doubt yourself and place other people's opinions above and beyond your own? How about you leave that behind? How about you leave behind the ways that you want to control others because you don't want them to feel a certain way, so you act a certain way. You don't want them to think a certain way, so you act a certain way. You don't want, that is a controlling energy. What people think, feel, and how they see is their responsibility. I'm lifting the veil for somebody today. You are acting in a controlling nature because you don't want them to feel. Do you hear that? You don't want them to think. You don't want them to say. I'm causing someone to come out of a controlling energy right now. Because remember, we started understanding that there's some things that we cannot control, and there's some things we should not control. Number one is what people think. Number two is what people feel. Number three is how people experience things, because they are here on this journey for evolution just like you are, and you did not create them, nor did you create their life path, and neither did you create their thought processes. Release an illusion this morning. When people are closing themselves off from connection, it tells me that they're unconscious of, number one, the ways that they co-create. They are unconscious of their own human need. It tells me that they are unconscious of their own pain and the ways that the pain is lodged in